Hi everybody, welcome to Connotation and Denotation. So if you want to take notes, paper notes, then the topic for your notes would be connotation and denotation, and the essential question would be, how might reporters and journalists use words with specific connotations to enhance their purpose or argument? Let's do a brief look. So denotation is the dictionary definition, and connotations are cultural associations. So connotation can be talked about in two different ways. So the first way is like the emotional way that people look at words. So every word has either a negative, a positive, or a neutral emotion associated with that word. So for instance, scrawny has a negative connotation. If you see a dog, you're like, that's a scrawny dog. And the dog looks underweight, it's not great. Positive. So if a friend of yours just lost 50 pounds and they were trying to, and that was on purpose, you'd be like, dang, you look skinny, and that would really boost them up. And then neutral is thin. If you're like, oh, that person is thin, there's no real emotion charged with that word. Another way you could view connotation is as symbolism. So it's an unrelated word that's associated with that main word. So for instance, dark times equals bad times. So dark, even though when we think dark, that means like the lights are off, it's dark outside, the sun's not out. People say dark times, we know that they really mean like it's bad times. So it's that symbolic meaning. So here are more examples. Connotation, 1, emotional charged words. So every word has that positive, negative, or neutral connotation or association. So some positive words would be youth, request, assertive, senior. Some neutral terms would be adolescent, ask, dominant, elderly, or negative would be juvenile, whine, nag, bossy, old. Right? So if I want something and I want someone to take it nicely, I'd be like, oh, I am requesting your presence. Like, oh, that's a really polite way to do that. And if you ask, like, okay, that's fine. But if you start whining or nagging, people are going to be really, if it's described as that person whined at me, then it's going to be a negative connotation. All right, and then here's the symbolic examples. So snake, we know snakes are animals, but if someone calls you a snake, they might mean that you're evil, devious, or immoral. Someone calls you a chicken, they might be trying to call you a coward. If they call you a pig, they might be calling you a vulgar person or kind of like a slob. They say, oh, that's sweet. It could be like, that's cool, that's awesome, or that's fun. And if someone asks you to spill the tea, they're talking about gossip. So now, with these two sets of tables, you're going to use them to do these storyboards. So you're going to pick one of these sets of words, maybe youth, adolescent, juvenile, and you're going to put them in these boxes using the text box tool over here, and you're going to put the words here. Then you need to explain why that word is considered negative, why that word is considered positive, or why that word is considered like a neutral emotion connected to it. Then you need to include an illustration for that word. So you could draw something, you could insert shapes to help you draw, or you could insert an image from your computer, from your Google Drive, from a Google search, or stickers. Then you need to pick a word from this table, put the word here, give the denotation, dictionary definition, and then the symbolic connotation. Explain why it has that connotation, or explain the connotation, and then give an appropriate picture for the denotation of the word and the symbolic connotation. And you're more than welcome to pick your own word. Some students might use the word lit or dead or any other kind of lingo that you use. You're welcome to put here. All right, once you're done with that, you're going to answer the EQ right here, which is, how might reporters and journalists use words with specific connotations to enhance their purpose or argument. So all that means is like, why might a journalist use a word with a lot of positive, like lots of words with positive connotations? How is that going to, enhance their argument? Or if they use words with a lot of negative connotations, how does that change the story to the reader? So you're going to answer that question right here. And then once you're done, you'll click your little save button, click turn it in again, boom, boom, boom. Once it says done, then you know it's turned in.